Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for August 7th, 2014. It is currently 7:30 a.m. and it is absolutely beautiful out. A little bit chilly, just a little bit. Temperatures this morning are in the lower to mid 50s over the northern interior, mid to upper 50s over Connecticut, along the immediate coast, upper 50s to mid 60s, and in the Philadelphia metro, mid 60s. We have winds from the north around 5 miles per hour. Generally light and variable in most locations over the interior. That's what allowed the temperatures to fall off to around 50 degrees earlier this morning. It is chilly out there. For this time of year, we should be at 63, not at 53. So it's pretty impressive to see these temperatures in place throughout the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area for this morning. And the cool, comfortable, tranquil weather conditions are going to continue on all the way through the end of this week, which is tomorrow, and on into this weekend. It looks like Sunday's looking a lot better with only scattered to variable cloud cover and no precipitation whatsoever. So let's take a look at the latest radar, and you can see pretty much nothing really going on at all, except if you're all the way up here in New England with a few passing showers up here around Massachusetts and Vermont and New Hampshire with a passing disturbance. Other than that, it's high and dry over the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, and it'll likely remain that way all the way through today and tomorrow. On the latest infrared satellite picture, you can see high pressures taking control. We had that disturbance to the north, but that won't create any problems for us. We have an area of low pressure passing to the south. That will remain to the south. And then this area of low pressure is what we're watching for this weekend. However, at this time, looks like high pressure is going to remain dominant throughout the region, keeping this low pressure system and the associated rainfall to the south over Virginia and North Carolina, and basically remaining out over the Atlantic for early next week. On the water vapor satellite picture, you can see the trough is very well defined over the eastern United States. Again, this is pretty impressive for this time of year. Now, you can't really extend this out into the fall and winter like some are doing, but it certainly serves as a reminder that we do have some strong polar air masses up there in Canada, and something to keep an eye on as we move forward. This disturbance is pretty robust, but it's going to remain to the south and suppress to the south because of the orientation of this trough. So it'll dive towards the North Carolina coastal waters and try to cut off a little bit off of the mid-Atlantic coast, but really won't produce much in the way of any major impacts until probably Monday night with overcast skies, and then Tuesday and Wednesday it looks overcast with a threat of showers, but again, nothing widespread or heavy setting up for the region with that disturbance. So let's take a look at the latest model guidance from the Penn State EWOL website using the European model guidance. Again, high pressure and control for today, tomorrow, and for Saturday, and continuing on into Sunday with scattered cloud cover. Now, notice the high pressure system on Sunday is off of the East Coast, actually east of New England, and we have that area low pressure down here in North Carolina. So that's going to lead to an easterly wind. So here's what I'm expecting. For today, Friday, and Saturday, temperatures generally on the cool side with low humidity. We're looking at low temperatures in the lower to mid 50s over the interior, upper 50s to lower 60s along the coast. High temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s for most locations, mid 80s in your urban locations. Now, on Sunday, we're going to have an easterly wind. So I do expect a slow increase in cloud cover, but again, most locations will remain dry. With that easterly wind, a little bit more humidity in the atmosphere because it's coming off the Atlantic, so lower to mid 60s for lows can be expected. High temperatures generally in the upper 70s to lower 80s along the coast, lower to mid 80s over the interior and in your urban locations. But again, overall, not that bad for this time of year. We should be around 63 for a low and 85 for a high, somewhere in that ballpark. So pretty much Sunday we return back to near normal levels. Now on Monday, that area low pressure continues to meander off of the East Coast, but will still remain pretty much under the influence of high pressure. Can't rule out an isolated shower here or there, but I think most locations will remain dry. If you're right along the coast, that's your best chance to see any type of rainfall. Temperatures on Monday, lower to mid 60s for lows, lower to mid 80s for highs, upper 70s over Long Island and along the immediate coast of New Jersey. Tuesday and Wednesday both feature a cold front approaching the region. Now, this cold front likely will be moving slow because you have this area of low pressure kind of spinning about over the coastal waters of the mid-Atlantic. So I'm looking for scattered showers for Tuesday and Wednesday with overcast skies. Temperatures pretty much averaging near normal, lower to mid 60s for lows and lower to mid 80s for highs. That is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and LinkedIn. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.